Okay, we are back for the long weekend and getting right back into a bunch of Digimon. Here we go. We got all 6 of them still here. This is what, day 7 of me doing this? Yeah, today is July 6th, is the 7th day of the hatch. And looks like there's already actually a question about hatching and how that works. So the group hatches, you can see them on the main page of my website at digitelmahatchery.com. And every 15 days or so, or thereabouts, on the 1st and the 15th of every month, we do a hatch. Sometimes we'll take a break. There are 6 breaks, so we do, how many is that? 18. We do 18 hatches a year. And what that means is that everyone on the Discord server, and people who want to participate in other places too, but lately we've kind of changed it to be just advertising on the server because we stopped getting a lot of participation on Twitter and Reddit, and now it's just mostly a server thing. So everyone on the server gets their devices, hatches them around the same time, and we all just share the results of what we get as we go. So that's how I'm sharing my results this time. Hi, Manticormon. How are you doing? Oh, you're already shinking. Okay, here we go. All right, that's exactly what I wanted. I got myself a dang old Hedora. I got some Raremon right here. Perfect. Look at that crispy bacon. It looks perfect. He's got a lot of poop going on. Let's make yourself presentable, shall we? Okay, so there goes evolution number 1. Boom. What's up, Neo? How you doing? And now, wait, who's shinking? I wasn't looking. Oh, yes! Falcomon became Datamon, which, oh my goodness. Datamon is one of the few cases where you could take a 32 by 32 sprite and vastly improve upon it. As much as I like a lot of the sprites in the Excel and the Pendulum X, there are a few misses here and there. Datamon is one I would consider a miss, and its 16 by 16 sprite actually looks pretty freaking sweet. Shoutmon, what are you gonna grace us with? We got... Heck yeah, Mimikmon. Okay, so good. All 3 of them evolved exactly as they needed to. And we're going to be doing some, let's see, I know we're doing jogressing with at least Mimikmon over here, so we'll do that here in a second. What's new with me? I finally watched the episode, just so you know. I finally watched the episode with Mimi and Rosemon and all the spoilers, whatever. There's no spoilers in Digimon when Bandai Twitter spoils everything right away. No, it's not a train. I don't do trains. I do dragons and birds and sea creatures and bugs, but not trains. And so yeah, I watched the latest episode of Colon, and I don't know, there was some stuff to like about it. It was a fun episode. I'm not going to say anything bad about it because there wasn't anything to complain about. It was just fun. It was just a fun episode. I can complain about plenty of other episodes. I won't complain about that one. All right, so we got these 3 guys right here. Let's see what we're planning on doing with them. So get back on screen first of all. Raremon, I'm pretty sure. Actually, Raremon and Datamon, I'm pretty sure we're naturally evolving both of those. So let's just make sure that's what my plan here says. Datamon, yes, we need 36 hours so it can evolve, and Raremon also needs 36 hours so it can evolve. So we're going to be doing that. And then Mimikmon over here is going to be jogressing. It's going to be jogressing with our Deep Saber over here because we got, well, right now we have Mermaidmon out. She wants to appear for us. There it goes. All right, so we got Mermaidmon out because we're going to have Mermaidmon naturally evolve at some point, but we're going to put that in the backup for now. Also, Tobiomon did evolve. Tobiomon evolved into Marine Chimeramon, evolved naturally into that this morning. So, hi Marine Chimeramon, you're the best creature on that device, but I'm not going to you right now, we're going to Hookmon. So I get Hookmon out here. Meanwhile, Algamon baby did evolve into Algamon child. There it is, look at that eyeball. And what do we still got over here? We got Scorpiomon over here, that's right. Let's get him going. Scorpionmon's still just bouncing around. So let's look at some of their faces before we do anything else, because I don't think I've shown off any of these faces. So we'll start with Scorpiomon here. Alright, we'll get 2 shakes. We got it max level now, because it will be naturally evolving. There it goes. Very beautiful. Love that thing so much. Alright, we got Hookmon. What do you look like? I know what you look like, but we're going to look at you anyway. Not the clock. No, I changed it to crappy time. Also, 0:34 p.m. That's not a thing. Okay. Alright, so let's see. We got Hookmon, and what are we doing with our training? Okay, training. 1 shake. Alright, Hookmon, show us that beautiful face. Very nice, very piratey. Look at that big old missile. Excellent work. Alright, Algamon. Oh, actually, before we show Algamon's face, we need to see Algamon eating, obviously. With its eye mouth. Love that. I don't care for Algamon too much, but I do like that animation a lot. Alright, 1 count here. And we get to see the face. There it is. Big ol' eye, just like everything else in its line. Beautiful. Yeah, not Agumon, Algamon. Or Argamon if you're more familiar with the dub terms, which most people would be, I suppose. I want to feed you real quick, just to get that done. Look at that. Delicious. Let's get your poop out of there, too. We don't need to poop around Datamon. But we do need to see Datamon's beautiful face. Favorite bird adult right here. Absolutely. I love it so much because it's a freaking, like, dino bird type of thing. It's just fantastic. Look at that. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. And then Raremon. Not much to say about Raremon. It's a big honking gray blob. Bluish gray blob. And here it comes. Still very surprised Raremon wasn't on this device. Like, I'm not complaining. I like the metal Tyrannomons on here. It's just Raremon I feel like would have made sense, but whatever. And then Mimikmon. Let's check out your face. Or lack thereof. It's hidden behind the cage where it stores all of the virus Digimon it captures. Alright, so we are going to do some jogressing here. So let's get everybody else off the table. And Raremon's an amazing design. I love the horror aspect, as do I. It is... Listen, I always love X-Tyrannomon a lot, but Raremon is just something else. Cicelo, goodness. Get a Burger King. Thank you for the donation. Very much appreciate it. You really don't have to do that, by the way. I think that's your second time donating. You do not have to do that, but I do appreciate it very much so. And I will use that money for a burger. Not Burger King, of course, because I'm a bit of a burger connoisseur, as they are. Alright, so Hookmon, Mimikmon. Let's just double check my notes. Make sure that is in fact what I want to do. Jogress with Hookmon, Jogress. Okay, yeah, this is what we're doing. So let's go ahead and get to the Jogress screen on both of these devices. Jogress and connect. Jogress and connect. There's that beautiful tone. Hit that button. There we go. And perfect, exactly who I wanted. We got, on the left, Raremon. The Hookmon's hook hand became a hook tail, which is, I like that. I like that evolution a lot. And then, of course, on the right, we have Manticormon, who I do not like its sprite as much, but I do love the way that it looks. So let's get a closer look at both these fellows, eh? All right, first up, Raremon. Let's get a nice, real tight in there with you. It's going to be a one shake. Just AdSense I'm sending your way. Pay it forward. Can do. Okay, so Raremon, we got the little... What is that? Some sort of blade. That is a hard face to discern. If you don't know what Raremon already looks like, I will say. But a good face nonetheless. The Manticormon, he's got a real nasty looking face, if I recall correctly, on this device. Nasty in a good way. Oopsie, I got two shakes accidentally by bumping it slightly. Get out of there. Try that again. And there we go. Okay. Put it back. Regular shot. We got a skull. And then we got boom. That's also pretty hard to discern, but also pretty nasty. I like it. It's good stuff. Okay, so what are these guys going to be doing? Raremon, I believe, we're evolving naturally. And that is indeed the case. Wait, no, it's not. You're jogressing. You're jogressing a Teropiamon. I was looking at the thing above it. Okay. Wait, where's Teropiamon? Teropiamon's not here yet. Oh, no. So you can't jogress yet. So we're going to throw you into backup. And... oh, look at this. So we have... we're pretty much almost done with Deep Sabers. Because we got Marine Chimeramon, who's going to be remaining perfect until the tournament. We have Mermaidmon, who will be remaining perfect until the tournament. And then we have Raremon, who just needs to jogress in a couple days with Teropiamon when that appears. So, cool. Let's go ahead and zoom back out here so we can get the rest of the party in place. And Manticore. Gotta make sure you can see all the babies. Chains dragging it down a little bit there. missed first jogress. Possibly only jogress today. I don't remember if I have any other jogresses I need to do today, but I don't think that I do. But we'll take a look. Okay, there we go. They're all back up. Okay, so that's what's happening there. So, Nature Spirits. We're on Scorpiomon right now. Scorpiomon is needing to naturally evolve and is currently on its way to do that. Otherwise, we still need Babungamon to evolve, I'm pretty sure, as well. We should have it on here. So let's just see. Let's go to our backup and see if we still have Babungamon. Yeah, we still got Babungamon, so Babungamon will also need to do some evolving along with Scorpiomon. Scorpiomon's already max leveled, so we're good there. Raremon could just... Oh, we're gonna do some more training on Mermaidmon, because I don't think we got Mermaidmon at max level yet. So let's bring that back out. Since the other two just need to jogress. So Mermaidmon, you come on back. Because eventually when it does evolve, it's not evolving until after the tournament, but when it does evolve, I will need it to be max level to do that. Or possibly less. I didn't look at the exact stat, but I will get it to max level. Yeah, we're only level 5 right now. So we're going to do some more battling with Mermaidmon today. And then we have on Nightmare Soldiers. So we have Algamon right now. Algamon's going to be evolving into adult, and that adult will be evolving naturally, and that naturally evolved perfect will be jogressing. So we only have one natural evolution for nature's, or after that one evolves naturally, we'll have one more for perfect to ultimate, but that won't be for the tournament. So we're close. Nightmare Soldiers is a little bit behind, but it's okay. It'll get there. And then we have where we have Datamon now. So Datamon's going to naturally evolve. We also have Parrotmon on there who needs to naturally evolve. And then we have Entmon who needs to naturally evolve. But Entmon's not going to evolve until after the tournament, so we're going to get Teropiamon, switch back to Parrotmon, and get them both evolved up, ready to go. On Metal Empire, we have... So right now we have Raremon, we've got Mimikmon still, and we've got Eosmon, and all three of those need to naturally evolve to continue, so I don't know if it's going to make it in time. Tournament starts in 2 days, that's the 8th, and yeah, that's not enough time to get all those up. How long does Mimikmon have left? Mimikmon has 13 hours left, it looks like, according to my notes. Raremon has 36 hours left. So that's a full 2 days right there. That's more than 2 days, and I only have until 5 o'clock, so I've only got 4 extra hours. So Eosmon, no way that it can get up to its final form. So we're going to have to... I only have one option if I want to do anything good. We're going to have to not evolve Eosmon. We're going to have to evolve what Mimikmon evolves into instead. Yeesh. Okay, so that plan's changing up a little bit there. So let it be known, instead of Eosmon evolving further for the tournament, we're going to evolve Mimikmon into its perfect form, and then its perfect is going to jogress up with a vaccine or free to become something else. Great. And then Virus Busters. So we have... Do I already have Digilunch? Let's take a look at this right here. I feel like I do. So we got perfect, which is Manticore. We've got... Yeah, we got Digilunch. That's where that needs to be. And then we have Algamon, who needs to evolve still. So we're going to switch you out because you are the one that needs to evolve in time for the tournament. And I don't think you have enough time to do so either. Whoopsie. We will try. We will absolutely try. It's got 13 hours left until that. Might make it just in time for the tournament. We'll find out. So yeah, so that's where we're going with all these guys. What are people saying over here? Question, what do you think VPETs... how do you think VPETs are coded? Like, which language is used? That's a great question. I'm going to assume it's some form of C, like the type that you... Not like one of the modern types of Cs, but one of the older ones. Although, these days, probably a modern one. Like, I could definitely see that being C++ is what's being used on these, but hard to say. The good news is whether or not these are coded whatever way they are, like, you can code a VPET in basically any friggin' language there is. Like, even Lua. Does anyone else know what Lua is? That's what I use on my watch, and it's used for other things besides my watch. But like you could even make something in Lua. So like even if these are programmed or whatever, they could be programmed in friggin' BASIC for all I care. They you could program a VPET yourself in frickin' anything. Even HTML. When at some point well, not just HTML, JavaScript, PHP, those things together. Like a web version of a VPET is something that I technically can do, at some point want to do, it's just time consuming. And that'll be kind of after I'm got the guide somewhere real good later. Any chance you can get Heracles Capateramon sometime? He's my favorite. Yes, absolutely. Maybe I'll try running a Nature Spirits device, the original Pendulum Nature Spirits sometime. Getting them on the Pen 20 is super easy. Getting them on the original Pendulum, not as easy. But I do try to go for it regularly because it evolves from Hookmon, which is my second favorite perfect Digimon. So I could definitely try to go for a Hairclay again. I'd like that. My freshly evolved Gabumon on the DM20 says hi. Hello, Gabumon. Yeah, just a joke. There's Python code out there. Yeah, no, Python would be super simple to do that kind of thing in. Bandai US says release of the Pendulum is part of their long-term plan. See, yeah, we'll see. I don't, like, when they say long-term, they definitely mean long-term, if that even means anything right now. Like, I don't know. I feel like their plans aren't concrete that far out, so we'll see what happens there. I would love for them to be releasing this kind of stuff out here as well. But for now, we have the Digital Monster X. We're going to be seeing that for the next 1.5 years, releases of that, hopefully. We're at least seeing a release right now. When is mine? Let's do the daily check on the USPS to see where we're at with this. My item is currently in Orlando. All right, that's not too far from me. That's it was there 8:06, so it should be in the West Palm Beach area tonight, I would imagine, which means it could be delivered to me as early as tomorrow. So I am planning on doing a live stream for the unboxing of it. My estimated date originally was the 8th, so I'm going to say it's probably still coming on the 8th. So Thursday night's dev stream will be replaced with a Thursday night unboxing stream, so look forward to that. And I'll be going over questions and answers for that device as well, because I know a lot of people will have a lot of questions on that. Either way, very excited it's finally coming out in English, make it a lot more accessible for folks. Getting a little bit of weird connection issues. Hopefully that's not too crazy for people, but it's about time for me to close this off anyway, because we have gone through today's updates. Tomorrow, I will not be doing another stream tomorrow, just because these are long evolutions for the most part, and so I'm going to wait until there's more to update you on, which will be Thursday midday, which is also the day of the tournament. So we will see how that goes. Friday, I'm going to see if I can't get someone to battle me over that lunch break and do something there, but we'll find out. So Thursday will be a nice one where we're going to actually battle all these together and see which one is the victor and ready for the tournament. So look forward to that. That's going to be what's happening there. Every single one of these devices, we're going to have a little bracket. We're going to fight them together, and we're going to see which one is the one that will carry us into stardom. Spoiler, I've never won a tournament. At least not one of the hatch tournaments. I think I won a random little one, but not a hatch tournament. So have you ever tried Retromon before? Yes, I have tried Retromon. I can't super get into phone VPETs, unfortunately. I would like to be able to, because obviously that's a convenient way to carry them around, but I just tend not to look at them as much as I do on a regular device, unfortunately. So Retromon's really well made. I like it a lot, but it's just not something I'm super into myself. Amazon says you'll be here on the 19th. Fantastic. Anyway, so let's, yeah, I think we are good for now. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming again. I'm going to be back on Thursday with more of this. So again, skipping tomorrow, giving these Digimon time to evolve. We'll be back on Thursday to show off more of this. And yeah, in the meantime, continue enjoying your hatches, continue enjoying your Digimon, and I will see you around the server. So until next time, bye.